You want to know how to get a bigger chest and strong triceps? Today I'm going to walk you through some push-ups using a 41-inch resistance band to help you get stronger faster. If you like push-ups, be sure to smash that like button. I'm going to talk about basic push-up form, and then I'm going to show you how to do push-ups with resistance bands to add more resistance. So if you have any questions or concerns along the way, be sure to drop them in the comments and we'll be sure to get those answered for you. So basic push-up, you're going to get down into a plank position. Your arms are roughly about shoulder width apart and your feet are maybe just inside shoulder width apart or shoulder width apart. That's okay. You're going to be in a plank position, so that means your spine is going to be completely straight. Your butt's not going to be up, it's not going to be down, it's going to be straight and nice in a line. And your neck is also going to be the same way. I don't want it down, I don't want it up. Everything nice and straight in a line. You're going to pull your core muscles in nice and tight to hold that push-up form. And then it's pretty simple. You're just going to drop down, basically touch your nose to the floor or just touch your chest to the floor and then come back up. And again, you're trying to keep that nice flat back, keep it nice and controlled. Don't let yourself just rest on the floor. Keep tension on the rep the whole time. Also, keeping those elbows tucked in tight. That's going to engage more tricep. And you could go narrower or wider with your grip. The narrower you go, the more tricep that you're going to engage. The wider you go, the more it's going to focus on the chest muscles. If you need to modify, if you can't do a push-up, basically do what I'm doing. Go down to your knees and you can do push-ups right from your knees. Same form as before. It's just going to take some of that resistance off and it's going to take some of the core muscles out of it. Okay, so that was the quick and dirty of how to do a push-up. As you get stronger with your push-ups, you're going to find that you can do 20, 30, 40, 50 reps and beyond with your own body weight. So to continue adding strength and building yourself up, you're going to want to add resistance to your push-ups. There's a couple of ways to do that. One way is to add plate weights to your back, so you could have a partner do it, or you can try to stack them on your back while you're down on the ground, or you can wear like a weight vest. That's kind of cumbersome and can be tricky to set up. Another way to do it is to use a 41-inch loop style resistance band, which is what I'm going to show you today. And to get some 41-inch loop style resistance bands, all you got to do is check out clenchfitness.com. We sell bands from 5 pounds all the way up to 500 pounds. So you'll be sure to find a band that suits your needs for push-ups. So here is how to use a 41-inch band on your push-ups. The first thing that I want to address is the most common way I see this being done in other YouTube videos, so if you're searching around, you'll probably see this, is they wrap the band around the outside of their shoulders and down their arms. So there's a couple things I don't like about that. The first thing is that it's wrapping around your shoulders and it's pulling you into this hunchback position. So you're going to be down on the floor trying to do push-ups and you're going to be hunched over and it's going to be rounding your back. We don't want that. Remember, I said we want to keep a nice neutral spine, and this band is going to be fighting against you the whole time. So, and it also gets into your arms and it's uncomfortable and it just doesn't feel like a good push-up. So my preferred way of doing this is to grab the band, wrap it around the small of your back, and then kind of bring it up just as high as you can right under the scapulas, and then drop down into your push-up position, and then I hook it around my thumbs. So you can see that it's on the inside of my hand, so I'm still using my hand on the floor without the band underneath of it, and then I'm just doing my push-ups. Just like I talked about before, you can go wide, you can go narrow. Remember, keeping that core tucked in tight, keeping that spine neutral. I don't want a hyperextended back. I don't want your butt in the air. Keep this thing nice and tight. And you'll notice it gets a lot more difficult, but it's gonna help you to build strength in your push-ups. All right, so now that we talked through the form, here is kind of how I would recommend to use these bands in your push-up routines. Typically, you're gonna do a few sets, probably somewhere between 2 and 5 working sets of push-ups. And what I would recommend is starting light, maybe start with no band, and then progress as you go every set, try to add a little bit heavier band. And then you can also throw in some cool variants, like an incline push-up where you might be leaning up on a box, or a decline push-up where you have your feet elevated in the air. That'll work different levels of the pecs as well as the triceps. So ultimately, try to stay in that 10 to 20 rep range and choose a resistance that will fail you in that 10 to 20 rep range. And when I mean fail, I mean you physically cannot do another rep with that resistance. So if you like this content, be sure to smash that like button. If you have any questions, like I said before, drop it in the comments below. If you need any bands, check out clenchfitness.com. We have all the bands that you could possibly need. And also, we will link everything in the description, and we'll see you next time.